Oh man!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
This crazy in the building today.
And it's gotten a little. I'm gonna let y'all explain it, man.
Oh man! For the people who aren't watching and just listening, that beautiful voice that just crossed your eardrums is none other than our boy Quincy Beats in the building.
Oh, that was a nice intro. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, of course.
What's happening? What's the deal,
man? Welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you, man.
We in the
Fellas, guys, pals.
Buddies.
It's been a while since I've seen you guys.
Oh, I know. It has been a minute.
Man.
Yeah, we'll get into the backstory.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Quincy about to start it though.
No. I'm gonna let y'all set it up.
I think we good. You already know what it is. It's the Too Good For You podcast.
Right.
The podcast is too good, made just right for you. Quincy Beats in the building.
Hello.
E-Man's in the building.
That's me.
Tyson's in the building. Let's just jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
Quincy's here with us. We have known this gentleman for a long time.
Quite some time.
A long time. That's a running theme. If you've been a fan of the show for a while, most people we have on this show, we've known them for a long time.
Quite some time.
A long time. So, how do all of us know each other? Pop quiz. If you're in the comments, go ahead and type it before we tell you. High school.
Come on.
Like everyone else.
Melting pot. A giant melting
So
pot.
we make the connection.
But
Hey, man.
that just goes to show. My voice cracked there. But that just goes to show.
Puberty kicking in.
Yeah. I'm going back to high school.
You feel me?
It just goes to show that we went to high school with some motherfucking stars.
That's right.
And
Go to school with no scrubs.
look at y'all.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm just a reflection of the greatness I was surrounded by. You know what I mean? Because, like, how would I be here doing an interview without y'all interviewing me?
damn.
That's crazy.
He put it
Simulation.
into perspective.
Simulation broken, right?
Matrix.
Come on now.
Matrix debunked.
Shout out Keanu Reeves.
But yeah, man. So yeah, let's just, before we get into the interview, let's relive some of the glory days.
High school?
High school.
Man, I don't want to talk about high school.
Hey, man.
Tyson be clowning me too much I'm doing this time.
Yesterday's Lancers. Today's leaders.
Leaders.
Come on now.
Oh,
We
dropped
all
a
doing
deep
our
cut.
thing, bro.
Come
That is a
on.
deep cut.
Hello.
Should we sing the alma mater?
That's great. That sent chills down my spine.
Hearing it through the freaking speaker
Oh,
and
my
everything.
goodness. Yeah, man.
7:50 in the morning. Like, oh God, here we go again.
7:45.
Oh, man.
I was a late bell runner.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was never, eager to go to class. That
okay.
first bell goes off. It's like, you guys want to go to class right now? Late bell goes off. I'm like, third bell. Okay, let me get my ass to class.
Yeah.
Before I get that tardy.
Right, that nutrition, the nutrition bell.
Yeah, I'm not trying to affect my school loop. You feel me?
Oh, hey.
The nutrition
Dang,
bell.
school loop? That brought back
Come
another
on now.
freaking core memory, bro.
Come on now. We unlocking memories. There's a lot of healing going on in this episode.
Gotta be reflecting
Yeah,
high school
we're
again.
not even gonna talk about what Quincy does.
I
We're
know.
just gonna reflect. This is a reflection.
There's a reflection, but like it just really feels like today is a continuation of what those formative years were. Because I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. That just sounded good to
Hey,
me.
you're
You feel
going.
me?
Let's
I
roll
think
then.
I know what track you were on because it's again you meet a lot of cool people there, and those people that you meet you stay close with, as you can tell by the podcast and everything else. It's like you meet these people. Everything feels like, oh yeah, that was just like last week. We were in high school. That was damn near 10 years ago when we left. So. Yeah, but it's just crazy.
Plus, if you count in like 9th grade and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, if we
Hey, don't put
we
I
graduated 10 years
forgot.
we
ago.
graduated 10 years ago, but we started high school.
I forgot.
12,
4 years
13.
before that. Yeah.
Almost.
Man, we're getting old, guys. We're getting old.
We're getting
But
That's
hey,
all right. We're doing cool shit.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
yes.
upward momentum. That's the key. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Just forward momentum, constantly moving forward.
That's right. That's right. I wanted to see. I'm trying to put a place and time of when I remember Quincy. I know I had you in a couple classes.
We for sure had a couple.
We had a couple classes.
We for sure had a couple classes. Yeah.
And there's one story that I do remember from one class with this. Before we get into the thing, do you remember? You remember history class with Mr.
Absolutely.
Mr.
Howcroft.
Mr. Howcroft.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Mr. Howcroft.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago. But
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But no, let me tell you something about our high school class and that class in general.
I don't know what particular story you're gonna get into just because
that entire class. No,
that class was a story.
That entire every day we would go into that class, it was just an eruption.
Chaos.
Like, listen, like I've had classes with like bad, things happen like every once in a while. This class
was just
it was
it's crazy because none of the kids were like bad kids. It was just too much energy under one roof.
Yes, there was so many. Everyone was just everyone's friend in there.
Yeah, everybody.
And that was the problem. It's like in the way I don't know how if you're a teacher.
And the crazy thing is another backstory to this backstory. I don't know how I got into your class because I didn't start off in your class.
Yeah.
I got switched into that class like halfway into the year, and it got worse because I got into the class.
Yes.
Like me coming to the class was just fuel on the fire.
Yeah, it was already bad. Like, okay, so yeah, I don't know. We could, I don't even know how to explain this, but yeah, it's just a lot because everyone that was in that class, all really cool people. We were all friends, and again, seating. I don't know who implemented seating in this specific class because for whatever reason, if you're looking at all the chairs, all of us back left corner.
Yeah.
At least 8 of us were just in this back left corner right by the window, and that was just the problem area. It was just one corner. And I don't know why no one ever switched our seats, or if they did, it didn't matter. That was probably one of the things too. But no, it was to the point of how bad this class was. I think he just stopped teaching us after like a couple of weeks, and we would just either watch movies or do absolutely nothing. We would do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, we didn't really learn anything in that class.
It was a history class. Yeah, I don't remember anything that he physically was like teaching us. It was, we're going to put a movie on and you have a test.
Wait, was it a history movie?
It was.
No, it was like history related.
Okay.
It would be history related.
I was like, history movies on. He's like, totally
but it was just like, there was nothing. All he would do was just yell at us for being loud and being out of our seats. Motherfuckers were hopping out the back window.
I've done that a few times.
But no, okay, so get back on track. The one story I remember and why Quincy's here, not why he's here, but why I remember him. Remember when we stole the answers for that one test off the desk and would just
the whole class
cheated, bro. Someone I can't remember exactly, but obviously someone got in trouble.
Yeah.
Meet me outside. Goes outside while in the middle of a test. And again, you already know this class is a problem. You never leave a class that's a problem unattended.
Unattended.
So while someone is biting the bullet and being in trouble outside, someone else, boom, dashes up to the desk, grabs the answer sheet, comes back, there's on the test. Behind, like you're passing it like this, not even like slide, bro. Everyone's like you're passing the test. We snaked this test, the entire class. It made it from the top to the to the other side of the classroom.
I don't think it even got back to the teacher's desk.
No, I think we threw the answers away after the test, just so he was just like, oh, I lost the answers, and just had to, just be like, I just must have not brought him to class that day.
Yeah,
but. Yes, that is a core memory that lives on in my head about high school. Yeah. And I was just like, this was ridiculous. And Quincy was there. So it was it was just a good experience that I always will remember. And every time I see Quincy or I'm around Quincy, I just remember debauchery in Mr. Howcroft's class. And that's really one of the main things I can always just revert back to.
Yes. Unlocked some core memories for me right now. I feel like a whole new old person. the like 16-year-old Quincy is like, whoa, shit, where have I been?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Nah, that's next level.
First off, I gotta know how long was that guy out there getting grilled?
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't
Damn,
matter.
you guys were in there.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
But then again, also he just didn't care about anything. I think he passed everyone regardless because he's been at the school for so long. Like he was old. I just don't think he cared at all. Yeah, he just didn't care. Like
I gave him a rip on his neck one time.
You did not. He said fresh cut.
Yeah, like, it was a lot going on in that class. He really put that guy through a lot.
Yes.
Of stuff.
Yes, unfortunately, I like looking back. It's like, damn, we really put that guy to his limit.
Bro, yeah,
like,
and bro passed. Bro kicked the bucket. Like, damn, like I can't even right my wrongs. Like,
yeah.
Hey, he made me the man I am. I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Mr. Howcroft. I'll go into just explaining my backstory. We'll segue that shit. Like,
let's do it.
Shit like that is why I am and who I am today. Like, I've always been like a part of like classes that were like that just because I always had like spontaneous energy. Like ever since I was a little kid, I've always been like super outgoing, trying to crack jokes, referencing movies, all sorts of shit like that. So I was just a class clown. Like I wasn't like a bad kid, but I was just a kid that couldn't shut the hell up. Like that was just my thing as a kid. Like the teacher turns her back, I'm pop locking like, hey, the teacher's looking, you know what I mean?
Back in the seat.
Right, like shit like that, you know.
How far you can get away with stuff before getting actual in trouble.
Exactly. I was an envelope
pushing
pusher.
the limits.
You know.
Limits.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit was comedy though. Honestly, though, that class was probably, even though it was the worst class I've ever been into in my entire school career, it was definitely the funnest class because it was just so funny, bro.
You didn't know what was going to happen every day.
Something new every day.
Something new every single day. But that's how
every day
school was in general. Just going to Lakewood at that time was it was something new every day.
And it was.
It's raining. Somebody could slip down the stairs.
You get down to the bottom of the stairs.
It's a fight happening. Like what is going on?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Just every class, something happens. Someone's yelling. Someone's in trouble. Someone's stealing the golf cart. Like something like
it was. I didn't know about the stealing the golf cart. That sounds kind of fun. I need to see that when that happens.
I've seen that happen.
Damn. But all right, And
the glory days. See?
Thank you for enjoying our reflection moment.
And that's why they're called the good old days. The good and old.
And now we got bills and other dumb shit.
Adult
shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit.
Can't pop lock and drop it to my boss at work.
You know when he turns his back, I gotta keep working. You know, I kind of need this job, guys.
Like to this,
someone's gonna snitch if I do that.
HR on my ass.
But okay, thank you again for joining us. But yes, let's get in to the real reason why Quincy Beats is here. For the people who are living under a rock and who are so unfortunate to not know who Quincy Beats is, can you give them a quick little rundown of who Quincy Beats is?
Quincy Beats, artist, producer, recording artist. That's video director. Video enthusiast, part-time Twitter lobbyist, full-time DM slider.
I like it.
The Rizzler.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Make It Happen, a.k.a. the kid that did, you know?
Yeah, I dig.
Come on. Come on, man. What can't I say about myself that hasn't been said before?
The whole podcast
you know, just AKAs and alias. Is that aliases? Aliases? Aliases, exactly. Aliases. You know, as you can see, my dyslexic person as well. You know, shout out to the community. But yeah, man, just me. You know, same OG, same old Q. You know what he do? Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's why we brought you here, man. You a prolific beat maker, recording artist, and we wanted to kind of just talk to you about, you know, you and your talents, man, because it is something you got.
Very true.
And so let's do the full. I'm trying to think of who does it. We'll just do a sway in the morning. Take us back to the beginning.
The very beginning.
When did it happen? When was the inception of like I like this. Not saying that you would have started, but when you were like, like writing or like.
So check this out. This has been a full, like I kind of got into it, but this has been like a full lifelong type thing for me. Like I feel like I've been being groomed to be a producer my whole life. Okay. Like the shit has been like insane. Like I'm not even like it sounds weird, but like when I explain it, you're gonna be like, okay, it makes sense. All right. So check it out. When I was a kid, I was like energetic as hell. I wanted to do a lot of things. I wanted to act initially. Like I used to watch a lot of TV. Like my dad is like a big movie buff, and like he was in the military. And he did like a lot of moving around, so he would like send home a bunch of like movies that he'd watch, like classic movies, a bunch of shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, and then when he was like on deployment out here and shit, he used to like take me to the movies. So I remember going to see like Kill Bill and shit in theaters when I'm like in elementary school. Like it's not shit I'm supposed to be seeing, but I'm getting exposed to it. And then I also have an older brother who's almost like a decade older than me. So he used to put me on the shit that he was interested in at the time, and he was big into like PHARRELL. He was big into like Kanye at the time. So of course that rubs off on me. So I'm listening to like a lot of that shit when I'm in elementary school, and then I'm picking up just like random like R&B shit that my mom was listening to. But then again, it still had to be up to me to, you know, be receptive to that information. And then I remember like going to church one day as a kid and like falling in love with like the live instrumentation aspect of church. And I was like, man, the guitar looks cool. So I started taking guitar lessons from like the dude who played guitar at my church for a little bit. And then it was kind of like a little janky situation. I was like kind of taking like lessons out his house and shit. And then he like stopped showing up and shit. So I just like,
he stopped showing up at his own house?
Yeah, he stopped showing up at his own house. Like, the shit was crazy. I'm like,
that ain't his house.
I'm like, bro, where you at? Like, we outside, you know what I'm saying? But that ends up, you know, falling through, and I just stopped playing guitar. And then I say that's about like 3rd grade. And then 4th grade, for Christmas, my mom bought me like a keyboard for Christmas, which was odd because like I didn't play keys or like I never touched the keys. I really never even was that interested into the keys until I got it. But I remember like I used to watch like the Jamie Foxx show a lot, and he had became like my favorite actor. So I used to follow all the shit that he was in. Then I seen like the movie Ray, and I was like, oh shit, this is cold as hell. Like,
oh, this nigga plays piano,
bro. I'm like 9 years old. This nigga's going crazy. He can like I know this is like some incredible shit. Like I'm a child, but I know this nigga's killing it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get real good at the keyboard, which I really didn't do. But what I did in turn was I listened to like all the songs that was on the radio on Power 106 or Kiss FM or what was that at the time, fucking Jack FM or you know whatever was on the radio and shit.
That one, bro.
You know, just a lot. I'm telling you, like I used to listen to whatever was on until the commercial break and try to play along with it. So that's where I learned like a lot of melodies and shit like that. And then also then I started, you know, playing for like my church and whatnot and filling in that capacity. And then 11th grade rolls around. Like I said, I got an older brother. He worked at Best Buy at the time. He had got himself a MacBook, and every MacBook comes with GarageBand. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Let me make songs with GarageBand. Wait, you can actually make beats in GarageBand? Mind blown. So all them years of me being in the 4th grade trying to learn how to make, you know, trying to learn how to play songs on the radio and learning the church songs all just bled together into me now being 16, 17, getting GarageBand. And then my influences are, you know, Pharrell's and the Timberlands and shit. So I'm trying to merge all them worlds together. So ever since like 16, I've been trying to be fucking Dr. Dre and shit.
Now I know why he said groom. Because from a young age, you were influenced by all this stuff. So that's awesome though.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what would you say would be like from when you were starting out to I guess now, like your biggest influence in terms of like production style? Like, you know how you said like Pharrell and Timbaland were kind of who you know like, but was that kind of who you were like, okay, I need to take this style, like a Pharrell 4-count with a Timbaland,
absolutely.
Like, drum, and then just make it your own.
Absolutely. It's literally I'm like I said, I'm literally just a reflection of everything that I've ever heard. I feel like my greatest attribute, my greatest gift in life is just observation. Like, just to go back into the story, like I've always been trying to be an entertainer. So like when I was a kid, like I said, my dad used to send videos home. So he sent home like some Michael Jackson shit. I learned how to dance real little. Like first grade was like dancing good as hell. So I'm doing like talent shows just based off of me watching this shit and picking it up. And then that leads into, like I said, me listening to the radio. I could hear shit and pick it up. So I did the same with production. You know, I did the same thing with production. I listened to Pharrell, listened to what Kanye was doing. And I'm a big, I came up in like the CD era. And we actually, you know, used to have to put the CD in the computer to put it on our iPods at one time. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I used to, you know, read the lyrics and, you know, see who wrote the songs, see who produced the songs, and see who those people are. Listen to Kanye interviews and see that he says, oh, my favorite producer is this guy. This dude taught me how to make beats. Now I'm looking up who that guy is. You know what I mean? I've always been like trying to study that. So that's how my music really came about. It's just me listening to all this shit and say, you know what? Let me give my perspective on top of some shit that I would like to hear myself.
Yes. Yeah. When do you, if you can remember, when do you think you made your first beat and you were like, ooh, like gave like the stank face? You're like, I made that?
The very first beat I ever made. Swear to God. It wasn't good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it was good, but it was good to me. And that's exactly what keeps me going. It's like, shit, well, I can make another good one. I could probably make another good one. I can outdo that one. Like the very first time I made a beat, I was like, I'm fucking Dr. Dre, bro. I'm out of here.
Hands down.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like,
throw in the towel, sign me, someone.
Ever since I was 16, I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna go to school no more. What am I gonna do? That's always been in the back of my head. It's like, bro, I'm gonna be signed next year, bro. I'm out of here. I'm kicking my feet up. But this shit don't work like that. But you know, it's always gonna be a journey. But it's like, that's always the mentality. I got the faith in knowing, man, this shit gonna be better.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's sick. So beats obviously were your first. Yeah. When did you start getting into the rhymes? Like, what was the, you know, realization? Like, oh, I can just rap over my own beats.
Really. It's like a story with that too. Like everything got a fucking story.
We got time, baby. Don't even worry.
Everything got a damn story. But like the story with that is like I always been like writing little raps. Like ever since I was little kid, everybody like, you know, doodles on, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
I did on my phone, the little cell phone.
Exactly.
Voice memo.
Exactly.
Like, try to do something with it. I wasn't good, don't you? That's why I didn't pursue.
But you know what I mean? That's everybody's. You know, that's everybody's hobby. Everybody feels like they got a hat in the ring when it comes to rapping. So
I had to get a pen and pad, and I was just writing, thinking I was like, oh, I'm gonna be the next 50 Cent, thinking I'm locked up. In my room thinking the door are iron bars, and I'm just writing like my life is really going through shit. Like, that's the problem. Let me listen to Get Rich or Die Trying at like 12 years old. It really fucked me up a little bit, but
oh my goodness. But yeah, man. So I was in the same boat. You know, everybody tries to do the, you know, little doodling, but I remember like I started making beats like the summer before 11th grade, so like 16, 17-ish. Then we graduated from high school, and, you know, I never really thought about rapping. Like, people used to tell me, oh, man, you should rap. But I would be like, I don't really have anything to rap about personally. Yeah. Like, I feel more comfortable, you know, providing production, you know. But I feel like it was like one instant in particular where I was like a party, and I just started freestyling. And then I freestyled for like 15 minutes straight. And then I was like drunk as hell, but I was like, to myself, I'm being annoying, but I was freestyling to everybody in the party at one point. And then everybody was like, okay, that was kind of sweet. But then it's like everybody drunk, so who really gives a fuck? But then I just started like doing that. I'd be like on car rides with my friends and shit and just like freestyling over whole songs and shit, like 5 minutes straight. And I'd be like, damn, this is kind of dope. So I took that, formatted it, and started writing songs that way, just freestyling. Then I got more comfortable doing it. And really, to be honest, why I personally became an artist myself was I was doing songs with people locally and shit. And it was like, I could freestyle better than this. That's how I felt. Like no shade or anything. It was just like, man, I felt like it was either equally as good or better than what I was hearing other people doing. Mm-hmm. So instead of being the change I wanted to see, I started being the change I wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that doesn't exclude me producing for other people, because I'm still very open to do that. Mm-hmm. I would personally still rather do that. But you know what I mean? I got to keep up this Quincy Beat shit because I fucking started it. Like, yeah.
What, oh fuck! I lost the question there.
That's fine. I got one.
I got it back.
Oh, you got it back? Yeah, go ahead before you forget.
No, I got it now.
No, I wanted to go back to your beats. So you said like you're recreating sounds, like you're hearing these sounds. What is your sound? Like what?
My sound. Like, my sound is
like exclusive. Like
my sound is no sound. My sound is shit. Now that you ask me that, my sound is fucking shuffle.
Shuffle?
Yeah, it's like, because that's like how like life is, you know what I mean? When you get in a car, sometimes you feel like jazz, sometimes you feel like heavy metal, sometimes you want to hear Young Thug, sometimes you want to hear Nelly, you know what I mean? So, you know, like, you never know. That's just life, you know what I mean? My style is shuffle, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I said, my influences were people like Timberland and Kanye and Pharrell, and those three people specifically. You can be like, well, Timberland produced for Missy Elliott, but he also did a lot of production for like Nelly Furtado. You know, fucking so Pharrell produced for like Pusha T and the Clips and shit, but he also produced for Britney Spears. You know what I mean? You can never be too, you know, one thing. You know, as a producer, you got to be everything. And that's why I like being a producer more, because I there's no expectation. Like when I get on the mic and rap, you kind of are boxed into me personally, because I like being authentic with my raps. You know, that's not the thing to do anymore and shit. But like me being authentic to myself and who I am and my core and shit, I'm kind of more boxed in to who Quincy is, you know, on the mic, versus I produce for, you know, so-and-so, now I get to do a fucking reggae song. You know what I mean? Yeah, if I come out with a reggae song, I'd be like, why is he trying to do reggae? You know?
Hey, man, I listen to that.
Yeah. Thank
you. Are you still kind of in that realm of those are like your top three producers, or has there been anyone recently in music that has...
I've listened to fucking everything, dude. Recently, like my favorite like current producers, of course, Pierre Bourne. I wouldn't call him well, everybody that I'm about to name has at least been producer for like the last 10, 15 years.
Is fine, yeah.
But they still like current hit makers. Cardo, fucking 808 Mafia. On the pop side, fucking, it's just a lot of people, bro. It's like really hard to put a finger on. Fucking Mike Will made it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, I'm a student of the game, so of course I got like a bunch of like respect for like the classics. You know what I mean? The No IDs. You know, even if you want to go further, Quincy Jones and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I respect the classics. I respect all aspects of the game, man. I listen to literally everything, bro. Everything.
Respect.
I respect that.
A real everything guy.
Yeah,
I'm a fake everything guy.
I'm not a fake everything guy.
Everything but.
I'm an everything but country guy, but that's
I could legit put shuffle on my phone right now, and y'all would be like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like,
lock those doors, turn them.
Bro, it'd be the damn Tarzan fucking soundtrack. like, why are you listening to this? Why not? You know what I mean? Like,
I was doing. I saw it again because I'm addicted to the internet. I saw this thing on TikTok of this guy where he was like doing like he had like a big ass like random wheel of like music genres, and he was like, I'm listening to like a new genre like every day, And like it had, you know, some like very crazy, just like really niche, like not just like pop, but it was like hyper pop, techno beat shit. It's like what the fuck, like
Indonesian trap.
yeah, shit like that. And so I was like, fuck it. I was at work, just bored as hell one day, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna just see what I could find. So I just did it. I went and did like a random music generator, you know, did the wheel thing, came up with New Orleans brass band. So I spent like an hour and a half just listening to brass music from
that shit sound like Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was crazy. I was just like, damn, this shit really just on here. Like you just freely, but like that's one of those things that people aren't gonna just like search normally. Like big brass band. Like it's something, but there's
that's
catalogs of it. Where it's
that's the thing with me being a hip hop artist too, and a hip hop like bass producer. Like I sample a lot. You know what I mean? So and you know. Hip hop usually stays within the confinements of sample 70s R&B, 70s soul. But I like being outside the box. What if I sample some fucking rock? What if I sample some fucking Indonesian shit? What if I take sounds from everywhere? What if I sample a fucking cricket? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I take sounds from exactly. I take sound from everything.
This is a cicada sound.
You know, it's a fucking fork outside. Like.
Banging on concrete.
So you can tell it's outside. The texture.
Each single little
hear
fork
it?
of it.
If it was inside, it'd be different, bro.
Yeah,
man.
But cool, man. So let's talk about the atmosphere, the area, right? So Long Beach. You were coming up, I think, around a lot of really good people in Long Beach. How has the community of music in Long Beach helped like affect you and like shape you or just progress for you?
I would say personally, Long Beach is like it's the coolest like melting pot when it comes to like music or when it just comes to like life in general. It's a hell of a place, you know. You could really get lost in it damn near. It's like the smallest big city. But like on a musical landscape, like I've been surrounded by cool people since like high school. Like clearly, you know what I mean? Like when I got out of like I started making beats at 16. So, you know, when I got out of high school, I was working with people that I went to school with, and those people ended up doing the same thing that I do, where if you keep going, you're going to find yourself progressing, you know. It's not going to sound the same as it did day one. So, you know, they're finding themselves having doors open for them and opportunities. And I'm blessed enough to still keep doing what I'm doing so I can have my hand in, you know, their careers as well, which is awesome as hell because it's like, it's cool seeing people that, you know, you've personally seen work for it. You know what I mean? It's easy to feel detached from shit when it's like this person's from my city, but it's like I don't really know the person, but it's like, you know, you still feel proud and you still feel that, you know, camaraderie and that connection, but it's still like I didn't really see it. So you get the whole like, is this person an industry plant? You know what I'm saying? But like when you see it actually happen, it feels that it hit a little bit different. So, you know, I'm all down for that, you know, the camaraderie aspect of just working with my peers. And I hope it continues, man. Like everybody is in a unique spot, and it's just fun to watch. It's fun to watch and be like along for the ride for sure. Yeah.
Can you remember or relate to your first live performance and when that was?
My first live performance as an artist or just in general?
Both.
Yeah.
One at a time, though.
We'll do one at a time. My first live performance as an artist was at my friend's 21st birthday party.
Nice.
And it was bad. And it's not because it was like on anything on me. It was just like everybody was drunk. So like it was two performers. He had like a band perform, and then I performed after the band. So, you know, how they had like the band set up, you know, anyways, like they get done and I perform after the band. Like I said, this is a 21st birthday party. Everybody is not only indulgent, we're overindulgent because this is the first time. This is the first time we've ever got to drink. You know what I'm saying? So we going hard. So, like I said, I'm performing after a band. The band setup is still around me. As I'm performing, one of the homies jumps up on the drums and just starts like banging along along to my, and it's not like he's a drummer. He's just a drunk guy banging along to yeah, that's my memory of like me performing for the first time. I'm like screaming over my track while this dude's on banging ridiculously on drums behind me. I'm like, hey, stop. Yo, stop, please. Please stop. Yeah, man.
I bet everyone in that crowd was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but it probably seemed dope as hell at the time. So, yeah.
Probably.
Nobody's ever mentioned that to me. So,
hey, you got the video.
Yeah.
Flew under the radar, flew under the radar, thank God.
I'm going to save this.
Man, I hope not.
Funny. That's funny. So that was your first artist.
Yeah.
And then you had your other...
my first in general, I've been killing this since I was a kid, bro. Like, real shit. Like, not to toot my own horn, but fucking honk. Bro, I've been killing it since I was a kid. My first performance ever, I performed to Bad by Michael Jackson when I was in the first grade for my school talent show. Solo Dolo. I remember me and my mom went over like a whole routine because, like I said, remember, like I learned how to dance real good. So I was like moonwalking and like gliding and shit all over the house. And she was like, we got to set up a structured routine to where you hit all those cool ass moves last, because that's gonna be, it'll build up, she taught me showmanship at that moment, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But me being who I am, the moment Bad comes on, I'm started going crazy, right? I was like, damn, right? But
He's like out the window.
Out the damn window. But cool thing with that is that led to me doing like smaller talent shows, because there was like a smaller division in the school and they had their own talent show too. I started doing the talent show for that. So I did what I did in the school talent show and the smaller talent show. And then I had my friends join me, and they was like dancing with me too and the shit. And then to where I had a crew, and then I just built confidence over like just being on stage. And then by the time I get to middle school, there's no outlet for me to be on stage, so I'm fucking over your classroom. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how it spiraled into where we at today.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that's pretty sick, man.
Yeah, man.
So your mom has definitely been there to help.
Absolutely. Like, my mom is high key my biggest supporter. That's cliche and that's like how it's supposed to be. Yeah. But that's an element that's of my story for sure. Like, for example, when I started making beats, like literally when I started making beats, like that's come up 3 times. Like, she bought me that keyboard when I was 9 for no reason really. She saw the potential.
Yeah, must have been.
Unlocked the key, right? So when I first started making beats, like I started making beats in the summertime. On Christmas, she bought me like my first like MIDI keyboard that hooked up to the laptop. So I always thought that was a cool thing. She never really like looked down on me pursuing rap. You know what I mean? Because I know that's like taboo and shit. And it's so taboo to, that scared me away from rapping. You know what I mean? That was one of the reasons I didn't want to be a rapper at one point. You know what I mean? It's just the social element of it. Like, because socially, that's like the wackest shit ever. Like, to be a starting rapper startup rapper is like the weakest shit ever. Like it's like, bro, I feel like, man, I'm gonna come out with some shit like and Curb Your Enthusiasm, because I feel like that's how my fucking life is. It's like being a startup rapper is the craziest shit ever, bro. It's like the scenarios that I get put in be so ridiculous. Like, man, like anyways, like, yeah, going back to my mom and shit, but like, man, I didn't want to rap because it was like, what is so and so gonna think? What is so and so gonna think? But it's not really about what others think at the end of the day. Because, like, at one point, I was like, man, I'd rather just tell people I produce music. But, shit, I'm biting my tongue if I do that. You know what I mean? I'd rather not do that. Exactly.
That's good. In terms of your projects that you have, in the way that you lay out, say, like, your full-length projects, how is your process go for, coming up with an album and going through that? Is it I have an idea for an album, I'm going to make 12 songs, put on the album, or you just have all the songs laid out and then you pick, songs like, okay, these all kind of fit a general thing, that's going in an album?
With me, it's more so of like a mixture of both.
Okay.
Because, like I said, like I make beats. So, like, I wake up and make beats every day, but 9 times out of 10, like I said, the shit that I be making, I don't be like eager to rap over because like I be in like production mode. So like I'm generally, when I make beats, I be trying to make them for other people. I have like other things other than myself in mind. But when I fall over a beat and it's just undeniable, I'd be like, okay, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. So when I get like those collected up, I usually I literally know as I'm making the beat, okay, I'm gonna rap over this.
Yeah.
So I usually instantly put that to the side if I'm not inspired in that exact moment, because like most of the time in that exact moment, I'll just start like blurting out or trying to catch a flow or try to catch a cadence or get a couple lines or something. If I don't come up with the song at that exact moment, I'll hold on to that beat and then come up with some shit. And then really that's how all of my songs are. All of my songs are literally me refine. Like, I'm not the dude that makes like 80 songs and then goes through those 80 songs and then be like, oh, I got 12. These are the 12 of those best songs in this album. I just make like 5 songs and then remake them songs 80 different times until they're the best song possible. Like, I'll rewrite a verse and rewrite a verse and redo a verse and redo a verse. That piano needs to come out. That piano needs to be louder. That needs to be a string. Them drums is weak. Because I got the ability to do every single part of the beat. You know what I mean? So I can really fine tune it and tailor it to it become something that, you know, I want it to be.
So when you're making your beats, right? Like, so you're making them, say like for fun.
Yeah.
Like when you hearing it, you're like, damn, this is a dope beat, but it'll be good for so and so, or I'll be like, oh, that's a dope beat. Maybe this person will like it. You know, like what's your process like when you're making the beats, and then when you're starting to like be like, hey, like I got a beat for you, or like this is a dope beat.
Yeah, with me personally, like I never really go in with somebody in mind. It usually just comes out and it's like, okay, somebody, I know exactly who will sound good over this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's hard to really gauge going into it. Like, all right, I'm gonna make a fucking Jay-Z beat.
Yeah,
like,
going on
you
YouTube.
know,
It's like
like
Playboy Cardi type beat.
Yeah, it's
starting off like that.
Yeah, that's like a crazy ass starting point for me personally. Usually I'll just make something, put some energy forth into something, and then whatever comes back at me when I push play, goes, oh, damn, that flow would sound good over it. Let's get so and so on it. So that fits what, you know, whatever that fits the sound of whatever somebody is doing right now. That'll, you know, complement what they're doing right. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm trying to do, is complement what people got going, and if they don't have nothing going, get something started for them. Yeah.
So you're already like, you're in like constant like knowing of all the rappers, all the singers, all the artists, whatever.
Not really. Right? I'm more so like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm behind. Like, I just got a like network of people who are cool with me on a personal level. Cause I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, I didn't produce for this person, like, I've been just like low key firing. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I haven't been hitting like super high marks, but the marks that I've been hitting consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about keeping that consistent. You know, it's like I want my career, because I know personally some people start off and get the Drake. You know what I mean? Some people start off at fucking Jay-Z. You know what I mean? With me, my shit has been more so of a avalanche than a mudslide. You know what I mean? The mudslide to take the whole hill down. My shit is like the avalanche. It starts with the snowflake. Snowflakes becomes a snowball. Snowball is going to eventually roll down the hill.
Process.
Exactly. Yep, them baby steps, man. Yep.
If you did have to pick, you know, all luck aside, pick up a phone right now, yo, I got a beat for you, who's the one person you're sending a beat to?
One person. One person is difficult, but if I were, like, at this moment, because I'm not going to be no bitch, I'm going to answer the question, you feel me? At this current moment, if I had to pick up the phone and call an artist and make a song with them, I'd probably make a song with, who's I bumping a lot? You know, let me see. I'm going to make that fair and just
That's fine.
Look through what I've been. It'll be Don Toliver.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Don Toliver. Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah. Well, Don.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone.
Holla at your boy, man.
That's
I got
right.
something for you, bro. Trust me. I got that shit, man.
Send him the clip.
Yeah.
Direct message, email, assistant, everything.
Come on. This will be the thumbnail.
Game over.
Pay me. Come on.
Oh, man. That's good. So if you had to also pick, like, doing like a, what the hell's the word? Like a, almost like an understudy, but like if you had like someone that you could just do like a full,
Like
couple, like a month or a couple things, like who would like be a producer that you would really want to like devote your time under and learning their process?
Man, I felt like I've watched so many motherfucking interviews and soaked in so much like secondhand and subconscious game from people that it'd damn near be redundant for me to do that.
Okay.
But I'm not no bitch and I'm asking.
Okay.
Shit. I'll give you an example of when I actually got the opportunity to do that. But I would love to like spend actually and like pick No ID's brain. Like No ID. Like if you're not aware. Personally, to me, like the best way I could describe No ID is like the fucking Quincy Jones of rap.
Yeah,
like
I hear.
If you like do his like you don't even got a Wikipedia. He probably has like a fucking like playlist on Apple Music.
Yeah.
If you just go to like his Apple Music playlist, it's like, wait, he's like behind songs you thought so and so was behind. You know what I mean? He's like he's in the room. He's in the room when you think, he's in that room. He's in those rooms.
Name the top hits. I need to know. I need to know now.
He's in those rooms, I'm telling you. Like, everything that really shaped my sound really, like, stems from a lot of shit that he did. But, yeah, man, No Idea is a GOAT. Choice. No Idea is a GOAT, in my personal opinion. He's mentored everybody in the game that I appreciate. He's mentored people like Big Sean and J. Cole and Jhené Aiko. So, yeah, he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter for sure.
G-Unit.
Yeah. Oh, really? You might have heard of those guys once a few times.
You don't say, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, he really did a lot. But yeah, tell us the story about how you got to.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, like I actually got to spend some time. I spent like 2 days with like Kanye West one time, cause my mentor is like good friends with him, and one day he was like, "Pull up, we're listening to an album." So okay, we pulled up. It was Chance the Rapper. He had a rough cut of The Big Day.
Okay.
At that point, he had like 50, 60 songs.
Wow.
So he played those all for Kanye. And Kanye traded some songs with him, played him a bunch of songs, and I was just like a fly on the wall, like, oh, this is what happens in these type of rooms.
Huh.
Word.
That's insane.
Word.
How was that, experience of seeing it from obviously two, big artists in the industry and seeing their way of work compared, not saying that you don't have that workflow, but like just saying that, like seeing how it actually works between them.
Yeah, and my process.
Yeah, how did you take that into like notes or like, oh, okay, maybe I should
I
start doing
100% adjusted. I 100% adjusted. Like, man, like just seeing how the pros do it, that shit is like going up close, and that's like going to like if you play basketball and go into a Laker game and you get to see like, damn, okay, so LeBron, he go like left when he do that. Oh, that's how he tuck his head when he's supposed to do that. It's like I picked up those certain like characteristics, a certain language to, all right, this is where that needs to go. The song structure. Oh, this is where that needs to be open. Sometimes on an album, you need the feature because it's gonna be fatigue to the listener's ear if they hearing just one voice for the whole album. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need that singing at the end of the song because the song's gonna get too repetitive. Sometimes you don't need to rap as good as you rap. Sometimes you need to dumb it down and not go so hard. You know what I mean? To get the point of this particular song across. Like, I've got to pick the brains of some pretty cool people. Like, I've got to be the fly on the wall for some pretty cool shit that I never thought I'd get the chance to, you know, be the fly on the wall to at such a like early point in my career and shit. To where like I really have like, in my humble opinion, like small, you know, increments on my resume and shit. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, you know, the goals that I have in mind for myself, of course. But like the opportunities that I've been afforded so far have been pretty cool and have been like bucket list shit so fast to where I'm like not jaded, but like I'm kind of like dull to shit, and I should be more appreciative of shit that happens around me. Yeah.
Damn, that's insane. First of all, I'll be fangirling if I was in the same studio.
Shit, like real shit, like over the summer, bro. Like
you over here answer the question nonchalantly. I'm over here like fanboying already inside my seat. Like I'm not even there.
Real shit, like real shit. I had Chance the Rapper take a picture of me and Kanye West.
See,
you know that shit crazy, right? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's how I'm starting every conversation with someone. Like, hey, you know Chance? You know Kanye?
Yeah, I know him.
He actually took a picture of me.
Hung out with them. Fuck you.
What else?
I did it.
Over the summer, I got to see Wiz Khalifa up close and him shoot a video and shit. You know what I mean? I got to see how he interacts and how he conducts himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. A motherfucker pulled up in a Sprinter van and left in like a fucking convertible 1969 drop top, you know, on some fucking James Bond shit. You know what I'm saying? We were like, so where's Wiz at? It's like, oh, you don't hear that fucking Isley Brothers in the back? He just drove off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen some pretty cool shit, you know what I'm saying? But none of that shit matters until like I'm there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All this shit is cool and shit until I'm in the paperwork. You feel me? Like once
you got that goal, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can do this. You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm close enough to, and I'm on the ground level enough to where it's like it's special, but it don't feel special. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before this, it could be me not being appreciative enough because I'm doing bucket list shit so fast that I'm being desensitized to shit.
I mean, I think like
that's how you know you're on a good track.
No, but I mean, like you said, like, you know, there are some producers or artists like who start off and get that Drake production or get that really high thing real fast to where they're like, oh shit, I don't have to do nothing anymore.
I started off as the dude getting fucking waters in the room, man.
Yeah, like, so I mean, I don't think it's bad that you're not like, you know.
No. It's a blessing that just being like, not to sound like fucking melodramatic on this shit, but no. It's a blessing that I'm just being in these rooms to begin with. Like, I'm 100% appreciative, but it's just like, man, until I'm actually to that level, it's not gonna hit for me. Yeah, it's really that.
I get it. Same. Yeah. So I got it once I'm doing the Joe Rogan interview podcast.
Exactly. Like shaking hands with Joe Rogan and watching him film this shit would be like, oh man, I'm up close and this is how it's done. But like, at the end of the day, you gotta go home.
Once he starts asking me questions.
You feel? Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk.
Come on now. It changes the whole energy. Yeah. Like, oh, I got input now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. You know me. I love these fucking hypotheticals.
Hey,
if it's gonna happen.
Rogan, holla at your boy.
That's right.
Spotify, run it.
That's right. Spotify. We'll get that check.
Should you get that video on this Spotify?
Another hypothetical for you. If you could be a fly on the wall for, you know, a song.
For a song, it'd probably be. I got like 4 songs.
Give them.
If I could be a fly on the wall, I'd like to see Human Nature by Michael Jackson recorded.
It's fire.
That's a crazy ass song. It's a few Michael Jackson songs I like to see recorded, but I'll just say Human Nature for the sake.
All of them would go.
I was about to say all of them, bro.
B-side.
Are you kidding me? Michael song?
Did you hear that? It don't even have to be like a hit. It could have been that fucking Free Willy song. Dog, the way he sang about that whale. But yeah.
Time traveling back. He's just crying on every. He just gets in the studio, starts crying. Like, bro, he hasn't even just like, you don't know what's about to happen.
Bro, do you remember the time? Like, I don't. I wasn't there. Like, shit. Every Michael Jackson, bruh. That's a whole nother conversation. Like, but yeah, like, fuck. All right, let me stay on track. All right, I said 4 songs. That's like a high example.
You don't have to do all 4.
No, I'm gonna do all 4.
Okay.
He said, I ain't no bitch.
All right, check out. I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna do it. All right, so we got Michael Jackson, Human Nature. I'd want to see Jimi Hendrix record All Along the Watchtower. Ooh. That probably, or actually, if not All Along the Watchtower, I would have want to been there when he recorded Voodoo Child, because that shit is stupid. That shit is stupid. I'd want to be there when Jay-Z did Encore. That sounds like a really fun session. Encore. Okay. I probably would have been in the background saying "Hove up." He's
the one that started the chant.
Yeah. And then last but not least, I would want to be there when Future did Mask Off.
Ooh, okay.
That'd be kind of hard.
Or when he did Thought It Was a Drought. Or when he did, because Future is the GOAT. Or when he did March Madness.
That's what I originally thought you were gonna say. When he started with the M, I was like, he's gonna say March Madness. That shit goes
either
dumb.
Mask Off or March Madness.
March Madness goes dumb.
That would have been an insane session.
Who would you go see recording session?
Hey man, like I said, like I listen to rock a lot.
It don't matter, man. Everyone's got to record.
God damn it! If I wanted to do rock, I'd want to see Linkin Park do In the End.
Oh, dude, that's okay. Oh, see, I could get into this.
That'd be it.
I could get into this. Linkin Park is cool. Honestly, Panic at the Disco, I think, has some pretty cool little hits.
Slappers.
So
I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
to Panic.
I Write Sins Not Tragedies would have been a stupid.
That would have gone crazy.
But yeah, I mean, to like just watch the whole process.
Yeah, like if you were a fly on the wall,
pulled
like,
up to the studio, like, hey, we're recording today. You want to come? Tag along.
You're just in the studio while they're making the song.
Fall Out Boy doing.
Thanks for the memories.
Dance.
I didn't make. Hey man, I'm not gonna even lie. If I heard any of these bands like actually perform or like actually just be in the studio, I'd be like in the little seats, like as if I was in a concert. Kind of thing.
I'd fan out up close.
Yeah.
Like, who would you want to see record a song?
That's a lot.
Or what song would you like to see recorded?
That is a lot.
I look at my top playing thing right now.
I'm a guy that really like soaks himself into the music, so it's so many songs now that we're talking about it.
It's so hard to pick.
It's hard.
There's so many songs I would just love to see the progression go with things. Off top, I'll do like a music snobby-ish answer. Like any like Stevie Wonder, I feel would go crazy. Like that would be awesome to see like that whole like shit go.
He wouldn't see that coming.
He
All right, come on. You set me up for that. Come on. Come on.
That was a good one, bro.
I ain't mad.
Oh, bro.
Oh no, and then I guess. Anything off of Get Rich or Die Trying as well.
Really?
I feel like that would go absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. The Mini Men session? Oh my God.
Right after coming out of the hospital, straight to the studio.
I would have fainted. Bro, are you okay?
I would have been like, oh my God.
Come to the studio with an IV, like,
load it up. I got 60
Dr.
bars.
Dre. Somebody call Eminem.
Fuck yeah, no. Anything on Get Rich or Die Trying, I feel like would be
Crazy.
sick as hell to go see.
Super crazy.
The Many Men, especially, would have been an astronomical session.
I would have been scared, man. Turn the lights on, man.
I'd have been like, "Oh, you gonna hurt me?" That's my first time meeting him.
Where's my bulletproof ass? Shit. Fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
That's funny as hell, but yeah. So that's probably there's a lot. Of course, there's so much music. Like everyone has a very different process of making music and seeing everything go down from any artist.
But here's the flip side to that though. Nobody knows what those songs are until they're those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That session is so motherfucking insignificant to these people's, psyche until it happens.
Yeah. A lot of
sometimes when you're in the session, it's like, yeah, this is dope. We're jamming to it, and it could be real good to you. It could be, oh man, this shit is dope as fuck. But until the people really receive it and embrace it and give it that proper, oomph that you want it to get, it never really feels that, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, true. It's like the gym. Platinum. Like for real, like for me, the studio is like the gym. It's like, man, my workouts don't feel like workouts until I look back and my songs sound good as fuck. Like, oh shit, I look up and got an album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how I feel.
Damn. Oh fuck! I had another thing, but I forgot it.
There's so many like behind the sines things like that other people don't really know or recognize. Like for me, I know a song because it got popular or whatever, know. But you never know all the work that's put behind it, all the hours, all the sessions,
the money it costs to get it to your ears.
I don't think people appreciate it because they're so quick to write off a song if they don't like a beat, if they don't like a lyric, or it's just something. It's bro, you realize
the effort that it took you got to remember at the end of the day, it cost me to just sit in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like this is gonna start a whole nother tangent, but just being a producer is the most reverse hustle of all time. In 2023, making music. Of course, with the streaming era and, getting paid, portions of a penny for, songs and shit. Being an artist really doesn't generate a lot of money, but being a producer damn near doesn't generate any money at all unless you're in front of somebody's face or on YouTube or on the internet with, a marketplace selling your beats, or you just are already plugged in and you're, getting beats placed. Because nobody pays me to sit down to make a beat. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You're hustling twice as hard.
Yeah, they'll pay me for the finished product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To make it.
That doesn't happen with any other job. You know what I mean? And who's to say when I give you this beat that you're gonna A, record it, and B, you're gonna like the song for months on end while you're creating your project to where it sticks around. And then 3, if you're signed to a major label, who's to say that they'll clear the song to it actually being released?
Yeah.
That's the shit I don't see that. I don't know that.
So every song that you hear is damn near like a fucking lottery ticket. Somebody, whoever the songwriter is, whoever the producer is, really, or just the artist themselves, really believed and championed for that song. That's why I really can't really diminish or discredit anybody. I could, look at somebody's judgment funny because when they songs be or they album suck, it'd be like, damn, these are the songs you chose. These are the songs you fought for. You was like, this is the best of what I got. You know what I mean? All right, these are the ones you went for. You know what I mean? You can judge somebody's judgment. But generally, I try to be real receptive to everybody's music because I know they had an uphill fucking battle just putting 3 to 4 songs together. Yeah.
No, it is very interesting. I've been on a kind of a little rabbit hole going through Rick Rubin.
Nice.
And stuff. I listened to his Joe Rogan podcast. I just got his book that just came out that he wrote. You like it?
I need that.
Oh, I'll finish it. I'll give it to you.
Please do. Please do.
But no, I mean he talks a lot because one of the things like he even admits he's like I have no musical talent. Like I have no idea how to write music, how to play an instrument. But if you look at his catalog and what he does is that he's able to get all of these artists from every sort of facet of music and just help them create again that product that they are happy with. You know, you hear him tell stories about the recording. Like I said, some recording sessions are like minuscule. You listen to Rick Rubin and he's talking about his recording sessions that he does with like the Foo Fighters or anyone like that, and he's like,
the Beastie Boys,
the Beastie Boys, Jay-Z. Like he's in there working with them to create that like feeling of like, oh, this recording is going to produce a hit.
Yeah.
Even if they don't feel it, like that's what Rick
he's
does.
there to boost the morale and to really like cultivate the energy,
the creativity
of the
process.
session.
Yeah.
It's like that's 100% needed in these days because like the A&R aspect is missing and the artist development aspect is missing. And it's funny because I'm speaking on it as if I'm a developed artist, as if I wasn't just making beats in my bedroom in my mama house and that's what got me here. You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't just freestyling over beats in my mom's house and shit. But yeah, like if I had that tutelage of somebody being there as like somebody in my corner to be like, man, do this, approach the song this way, do it this way, or maybe you should supplement it with this, or do it that, I'd have a different result. Or it'd be like a different perspective on how I make my music, so it'd be more palatable to the masses. But that's why we're in the current situation in music, to where music is at a point where the consumer is looking at the art and going, is this art? And it should never be that way. The best way to describe it is like fucking when you go to Ruth Chris and get a tomahawk steak, you don't go home and go, I could probably make that steak.
Oh, I go home and do that.
But you know what I mean? Is it gonna be like? Is it gonna be the same result?
Oh yeah, no, not 100% at all.
But that's where I'm not gonna be the person to. I'm never gonna be the person to get up in front of a mic or get in front of be public and say music is in a bad place or the bar is low. But we're at a point in time in music where it could be a person that's not musically inclined, get inspired, and make a song today, right now, and it chart.
Blow up.
You know what I mean?
Blow up.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's a potential for everything, like.
And that is, who's to say that's right or wrong, but it don't necessarily feel right to me as a person that's like attempting to deliver captivating art. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm trying to deliver captivating art. I'm just trying to deliver my music in a form of art. Because people are not even trying to like really like the wow people no more. I know my shit's not like the best music you ever heard and shit yet, but I'm like in an attempt to create the best music you ever heard. Like people are not in it to do it. Like people hear music and go, I can do that, so let me do that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I hear music and be like, all right, let me take what I heard here and then try to build upon that, sprinkle this here, and just evolve the shit. Like, that's you know art. What I mean? Extension.
That is art.
I want to be a fucking extension of this shit. I don't want to be just somebody in the game. I don't want to be like, I'm trying to be the Kobe Bryant of this shit. You don't remember fucking Smush Parker? He was just another dude on the team. You know what I mean? You don't remember Trevor Ariza when he stole the ball that one time? Because that was just something that he did. You know what I mean? But you remember when Kobe got that 81. You remember when Kobe got that 60. You remember when he got 40. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put up 40 every night.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It is definitely the art versus the consumer. But right now it is because of the time of like the internet and everything being so ready available. Yeah, the consumer is definitely dictating, the art aspect to where, like you said, anyone could just be like, hey, I'm a
And it's the only
12-year-old
art form.
boy who's just gonna just say, I like shit. Fuck you. And then it's like that just blows up on like the internet.
And this is the only
like,
art form where you can do that, because you can't just paint some shit and it sell for $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just paint some shit and then have people knocking on your door like, "Are you so and so? We've been trying to get in contact with you."
You
only
post
the
a
popularity comes.
You
like,
post
if
if you were just to go on Instagram and just post a video of like say like just me painting like a painting and I'm like here's like my time lapse and then it's done, 20 likes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my art.
I'll
But
post
I
some
could make a
shit
shitty music video
and it goes viral.
And that shit go viral. You got new people, like you said,
Bro,
the
Def Jam will call you
Buzz
like, "Hey, bro,
Jam-
you just
not Buzz Jam, fucking
Def Jam will call
Buzz-
fucking Interscope will call you and be like, "Hello."
I wondered
you're gonna have
about
articles
that.
and the
No,
news
I get
team's gonna
you.
come to your house be like this local fucking kid made a
Fucking,
viral thing and then all these
It's
news
like Island
articles and all
Boys,
this
dude.
shit.
Yeah,
Island Boy, bro.
record label will
Shit.
call you. The record label will call you. Did you know that you have 3 million views?
Yeah, it's like, what? Like,
we'll give you
this?
$500,000 right now. Like,
Sign this
Well, are you
contract.
fucking kidding me? Like, what?
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's real life, man. It's real life.
So to change that, man, like you said, just continue.
I mean, we can't change it, but what we can do is just like, what did Drake dad say that one time? Do what he said, man. You know, separate the bullshit from, you know what I mean, from the real shit. I'm paraphrasing. I don't got a big mustache, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing is just to always stay true and just create that art that you know how to create. There's no need to piggyback off someone else's short rise to fame or someone's model. Like you.
Don't get me wrong. There's always a place for inspiration, but it's not about where you take. It's literally not about where you taking it from, because everybody is inspired from everything.
Yeah.
Because there's no way in hell you can make music without hearing music.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
true.
So everything is inspired by something. So it's not about where you take it from. It's about where you take it to.
I think Tyson got it.
I was gonna say,
comment.
except for Beethoven, he was deaf.
Yeah. But he didn't start off.
No,
deaf.
he didn't start off.
Didn't start off deaf, but
He was listening to the vibrations on the floor.
you got a little something.
Yeah.
You got a little something. But yeah, man, I think that's. Yeah,
Come
I
on
think
now.
that's all insightful shit, man. I think. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm happy. I think there's more to talk about. Definitely
part
more.
2 right there,
There's definitely
yeah.
part
Yeah.
twos.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhangers. We
Cliffhanger.
left you off feeling something. There's more to come. But yeah, man, I think Mr. Quincy Beats, you definitely came through, dropped a lot for us.
Hell
And,
yeah.
we really appreciate you for coming
Hell
on
yeah.
and talking with us.
I appreciate you guys for having me. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're doing. It's dope. Appreciate you guys for giving us a platform. The local creatives, you know what I'm saying? Giving us somewhere we can just go and shoot the shit, man. Appreciate y'all.
We're here for you. Yeah, thank you. So we'll give
Follow
you
me.
this. Yeah, I'll say we'll give you this time right now. You would go ahead, take as much time as you want.
I jumped the gun.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Quincy Beats. Look up my music, Quincy Beats, on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, anywhere you can get music, SoundCloud. Look it up. Look up my discography. Look up the shit I produce. Look up the people I produce for. Listen to their shit. You know what I mean? One hand washes the other, but both hands wash the face. Hello, somebody. Knock, knock, who's there? It's me. We can do this all day, man.
Man, I love it. No, thank you, man. Again, I really appreciate you for coming out here and doing this with us.
Absolutely.
It's a
Appreciate you
fantastic
guys.
Time. E-man, what do you got to say?
First off, thank you again, brother, for coming on. Spend
Likewise.
some knowledge, spend some insight,
Likewise.
some background. Definitely got to have you again because I need to hear more stories with you and Tyson in class.
Oh,
so
brother.
that might be part 2. It's a little.
Jeez Louise.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But other than that, thank you again, man. It was
absolutely.
It was great. It was great.
Hell yeah.
Hit me up on Instagram @emailsnap. Everything else I don't want you to find. Tyson. where can they
Damn,
find you?
bro, you didn't say your famous line.
What? Oh, you know.
Doot doo the loot doo.
Wait.
Did I do that?
Is it the Netflix one?
Yeah, you did it.
That is
Damn,
true.
you
You're not
fucked up.
wrong. No, you're not wrong.
I tried to give you the opportunity.
I know.
Fucked up.
Damn.
I thought of that before you hit me with that, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Didn't
all right.
stick
How am I
the
gonna work
landing,
it in?
man.
How am I
All
gonna
right,
work
all right. But anyways, we're gonna go back a little bit.
Take two.
it in? Redo
Take
it.
2, yeah. Thank you again, brother, for coming on. Like I tell Tyson and like I tell all the guests that come on, we know that you guys are doing big things. You guys are gonna amount to big things. So